the spirit of Texas. You're watching 11 News this morning.
Welcome back to Time to 628. APD is searching for a suspect wanted in connection with serial robberies in areas around Rice University, Montrose, and West University Place. The man struck at least 20 times between January and March, usually with a weapon drawn. Witnesses say he may be driving a dark green Toyota Camry or black Nissan Maxima.
A 19-year-old woman convicted in the hit-and-run death of an Irving waitress has been sentenced to 30 years in prison. Sarah Faust could have received probation or as much as 99 years behind bars. Jennifer Sanchez was struck by a car driven by Faust after Faust and some friends walked out on a bill at a Bennigan's in January. Sanchez's father says he forgives Faust, but her mother is disappointed in the sentence.
I forgive you. I will continue to pray for you and your family. Maybe you gotta be disappointed in the sentence.
This is my child. What do you expect?
Faust is scheduled to be moved to a state prison in the next few days.
Some will move in with family members, others will move into empty rooms after a fire at a North Houston apartment complex destroys 16 units. Fire officials say the blaze was confined to one building, but flames spread quickly because the apartment shared a common attic with no protective walls separating them. About 100 firefighters responded, and one was taken to the hospital with burns. Fortunately, all the residents got out, and none were injured.
This means people were knocking on doors for everybody to get out, and that's the last one. Everything just went up in flames.
As soon as I walked out, the whole patio was on fire, and I just seen the lady crying, and I told her what happened. She said, it's on fire.
Arson officers are still looking for a cause. Managers say the 25-year-old complex has required fire alarms and smoke detectors.
13 years after the federal government adopted the Americans with Disabilities Act, some disabled Texans are suing 13 businesses and government entities for access. One alleges the Aldine Independent School District does not have an accessible stadium. Another accuses the city of Houston of not having sidewalks that are wheelchair accessible.
If the sidewalks are not accessible, I have no choice but to use the street. Now, if I use the street, I have to deal with the problem.
In all, 5 lawsuits were filed in Houston.
Reliant Energy is reaching out to the Hispanic community. The company now has a Spanish language website. It has all the features of the English version, including online bill paying. New buses are coming to HISD. The Board of Trustees just approved to buy 87 brand new buses for the upcoming year. Last month, the school district took about 300 school buses off the roads following a nationwide alert that Carpenter-made buses could have serious welding flaws, and that could cause the roof to collapse in an accident. An overnight search ended about an hour and a half ago for a missing 5-year-old boy.
The boy was supposed to go to Pasadena with a family friend, but it was later discovered that friend might have been looking for drugs. 11 News reporter Amy Tortolani joins us live with the very latest now. Amy.
Good morning. We're in Dickerson with a very, very relieved mom and stepmom here. They say since little Christopher's been found, they can't stop smiling. Ladies, bring us up to date and tell us what happened.
What happened was we've been friends with Daryl for about a decade now, and he usually takes our kids when he comes around and takes them out to eat, what have you. Well, he left yesterday morning with Christopher and did not return until the cops got him at 4:20. So we're pretty stressed out. Like I told everybody, this has never happened before. This is he's taken the kids several times. Numerous times, and never ever any problems. So this was something we were not just worried about Christopher, but we were also worried about Daryl's safety too, if there had been a car accident or what have you. So we're just very relieved that he's home and Daryl's been apprehended.
Daryl is the suspect that right now is in police custody. Mom, you were saying that you hope that this gentleman gets prosecuted for now being a kidnapper.
To the fullest extent, possibilities all, I just don't understand why or how a man could take someone else's child, supposedly being a friend, and not returning the child. I know that he has no clue what's gone through my head, what's gone through Christopher's father's head, his stepmother. I don't think there's any words to describe the hell that we've been through. Hell would probably be the only word that I could use to describe this whole situation, And I'm just thankful that he's home. And I'd love to thank EquiSearch and Jody's family, Jody's friend, even Daryl's family did a lot of help in locating him. I also like to thank Dickinson Police Department and Alvin Police Department for bringing my boy home.
How does he look this morning? To us, he looks like a regular 5-year-old boy. How is he to you? What have police said? How does he look? Are you going to get him counseled? Are you going to get him checked out by a doctor?
Yes.
Counseling has been suggested. I don't believe he needs to see a doctor.
He looked perfect. He looked exactly like he looked, a little dirty. But they went fishing, he said, and went to the park. So, like to kick him in his rear for even thinking that the park would be a good thing for him to go to at this time. And just a lot of questions for Daryl. I'm sure that they'll be unanswered, but we sure do have a lot of questions to ask him. Definitely don't want to prevent this. And like she said, we'd like to thank the center here and for all the people to take into consideration that we're lucky. Our child is home and safe, and the good Lord brought him to us that way. And a lot of people don't have that pleasure, and we just want everybody to, outreach with their community and get involved in all the children, missing children things. We just want a lot more help, and we're going to be volunteers from now on.
I know you both have a lot of welcoming home to do, so I'll let you both go. Thank you for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. Congratulations to both of you. Once again, Christopher Byerly is fine. He's just across the street in their home playing with his cousins and his sisters, whereas the suspect, Daryl Schaefer, is now in police custody. Reporting live in Dickinson, Amy Tortolani, 11 News.
Happy ending for that family.
Absolutely. All right. Well, maybe not so much of a happy ending after today's forecast if you like it to be cooler.
Right. It's going to be hot today. Make sure you're taking your hot weather precautions. We look outside at the summer camp cast, and it is going to be hot for the kiddos. Kids can overheat much quicker than adults, so make sure the kids are taking breaks. 79 out there now. 96 is the high today. SkyMax 11 shows no rain out there. I don't expect rain today. Temperature at Bush is 79, dew point 76, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. So the forecast is hot and humid. High of 96, heat index above 100. Thunderstorms come into the picture tomorrow morning, and a 40% chance for rain and thunder tomorrow. So we should get a break from the real hot stuff tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Weatherman.
Hey, Mr. Weatherman. I'm Andrew. What are the benefits of rain?
Andrew simply asks, what are the benefits of rain? And obviously, rain has benefits of watering the grass and the plants and trees so they can grow. And the cloud cover helps to keep us cool, keeps our air conditioning bill down a little bit. But another interesting thing about rain and thunderstorms, when lightning flashes, that bright flash of lightning and the heat releases nitrogen into the atmosphere, and then the rain grabs onto the nitrogen, brings it down to the ground, helps to fertilize the plants. And that's one to grow on. And here's Rick Lindsay in for Darby Duckins. Good morning.
And I have no idea about the nitrogen.
Yeah, it's a new clue. Lightning creates nitrogen.
All right, let's take a look at traffic right now. And before we get into the map here, let's go to Officer Steve Long, who's in the Metro helicopter seat. How are things looking? Where are you?
Rick, we're over the 290 coming inbound. They are slowing down from Jones Road up to Sam Houston Tollway. And then from 34th up to the 610 loop, it is into a crawl. You're looking at a total of about 14 minutes from Sam Houston into 610. Back to you, Rick.
All right, thanks, Steve. Let's take a look at the map here right now. If you're coming in on the Southwest Freeway, looking pretty good out on Highway 8, but as you approach 610, or rather as you approach the Sam Houston Tollway, you are going to find a bit of a slowdown. Then again, approaching the inner loop, you've got some brake lights there. Let's take a look at our hotspot camera shop. That's right at the 610 loop, the west loop. You see, especially the slowing in the right-hand lane there as you make that transition onto the loop. 11 News on the Texas Department of Transportation present travel times. And we're taking a look now at the Baytown East Freeway. Pretty good looking ride there, except you are going to start hitting a slowdown just past Waco. So watch for brake lights there. All in all, about a 12, maybe 13-minute ride now from the Beltway into the downtown area. Now, elsewhere around town, you are going to find traffic lights flashing at Crest and I-10, also at Worth Road and I-10. So treat those as four-way stops, and you've still got that accident. Hamilton and Pierce. Pierce is blocked, so we want to avoid that.
Some good advice. Thanks a lot, Rick.
The time is 6:37. The government is looking at a possible problem with Dodge Durangos.
And we're talking divorce online and Texas style. Morning milestone time. Diego Aaron Soto is turning 3 today. Dana Gordon is 16 this month. And Matthew James White is turning 2. Happy birthday from all of us here at Channel 11. If you'd like to celebrate an anniversary or birthday, send us a photo at least 2 weeks before
big day.